Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Hitman Freelancer and the Suit Only Challenge, where hopefully 47 is better at picking outfits than he is at playing darts. We're down to the final 3 levels today, off the campaign, unless things go horribly wrong. It's an option. And I think we'll probably start with an alerted map, as we usually would. Let's see, Unsilenced Pistol Kill Epic. We still haven't got El Matador. This makes me very sad. What does Whittleston Creek want us to do? Perfect Shooter, Pacify Guards Unnoticed, Poison Target, Dart Gun. The fact that it's got Perfect Shooter makes me sad. So maybe today we start with Haven, because I want to bring an Epic Assault Rifle along. And with multi-shot weapons like assault rifles, you often get situations where one of the shots doesn't connect with the target, and that just costs you Perfect Shooter. So we'll bring along our Epic Assault Rifle. We need a rare melee weapon to take someone down. Old friend Baton could do the job. I guess you could use epic melee weapons as well, but no, we'll bring Baton. It's an old favourite. And then what else might we need? Dart guns for poisoning people. Lockpick, as usual. Do we need wrench? Probably not, because if we are hitting people with a baton, either way we don't want to be seen. So that might not be required. We've got to pacify 3 guards unnoticed. I suppose we should bring a silent pistol. It often helps, you know. Bring one of these along. And then what do we do with our last 3 slots? Anything? Ducks? They're generally a good fallback for when we can't decide what else to bring. And what are we going to wear to Haven this time? Well, that was quite the swim, but we got here in the end. Bit of a relax, and now we can go about our business in our tactical wetsuit. So where you at, friends? Gustav is up in the gym. Pranav might be just jogging about the gaff. Adam Crest is over on the private island. That's a pain in the butt. It's one of the few spots you can't get in a suit. So I'm not pleased with that. So here's man number 1. If we were a personal trainer, then we could spot for him and then cause an accident to occur. But that's not an option for us. Don't know if we could draw him into this room. There's already 2 people that come and go, so maybe that's not the best plan. What if we stand in this corner? Those folks out there aren't paying any attention to us. Where's our man going? Okay, he's just dancing over there. Maybe that's helpful. Yes, you come around the corner, friend. Now, we might be able to get away with knocking him out. And because we did get away with that, we could probably also get away with this. And yeah, I think one of those shots missed, so Perfect Shooter would have been out the window. But that's fine. The main thing is we've done a crime and we can leave. Our second target seems to be roaming about a bit. Okay, he's been found. He obviously had some sort of assault rifle related accident, and it's nothing to worry too much about. Now, where's our man going? Over here. Would anyone notice if we seeked him? No. Good. Which way are you going, friends? There's loads of toilets nearby. Yeah, I think we're going toilet. Hopefully the gents. We'll probably just knock him out and crunch him, because that will help us towards our next objective. Okay, we're going through the ladies. But no one cares very much. And we are indeed in the gents. Good. Down he goes. Crunchy goes. And that leaves Stevens Island. Possibly looking at a waiter? How best to get there, suit only? Probably not this way. Probably best to go round into the villa. Because this way's got like a shitload of guards. But the way I'd normally go around through the villa is much easier when you are in a suit. Either way, let's knock this man out, just because.
Yeah, Command, there's some kind of fracas down here. I'm having a look around.
He's a guard. Let's render him unconscious for part of our challenge.
Hey! Who's that?
Lovely. You saw shit, friend. Yeah, keep walking. I don't know if Supplier Friend will have anything that we can afford. He's wandered off now anyway because that lifeguard got a bit close. Oh yeah, he's got the Sapper's Axe, which we still haven't bought because I know that we can get it for free on another level somewhere. So these guards won't let us in. It's not really a surprise. Now, can we get in with our briefcase? We hop up here. And then, yeah, we spring the wall and we're in. So this way is higher risk because it's hostile. But at the same time, there's a lot of concealment in these bushes. So it's not really a problem. We've got to get past that one guard, basically. And he's not paying much attention to us. I don't know if anyone will notice if we do this. Probably not. Objective complete. Good. It's possible someone will notice his body at some point. But we're going to be over here, so that's hopefully not a problem. And now we're only trespassing, so even if we do get spotted, it's not the end of the world. Now Stephen's up there. There is a guard there. And their sight range is quite lengthy on this map. I suppose it's theoretically possible that we just snipe our man from here without too much bother. Maybe not while Stephen's coming down the stairs though. Oops. There we go. Got him in the end. Body immediately found. But that's fine, because we've got our escape route right here. Smooth sailing to start the day. We've really got quite the selection of suit-only friendly maps today, with Wick Creek and Ambrose still to come. We've got the same objectives. I specifically did Haven first, so I wouldn't have to deal with these objectives. What are you doing to me, game? Because collateral accident's a pain in the butt, because we've got perfect shooter, so we can't like shoot propanes. Unsilenced pistol kill, epic is still not on the tape, unless, wait a minute. Let's have a look on our other walls. The ornamental pistol is only rare, that's unfortunate. What about the DLC wall? The banker is silenced. The prank pistol would fit the bill, but we haven't found it yet. Dang it. And then the Lucky Knight is silenced. But, so yeah, it appears that unsilenced pistol is still off the menu. Dang. So we could go assault rifle again and go for a body shot just to minimise the chance of failure. Or if one of our targets happens to smoke, we could throw a propane near them. Or if one of our targets smokes near a gas lamp in the Wilson's back garden, for example, we could wrench it. But I don't like those ifs. So I guess we are going to go for assault rifle kill again. And if it costs us perfect shooter, then that will just have amply demonstrated the issue that I was referring to before we did Haven. We'll probably just bring the same sort of gear as last time. Both dart guns, 2 ducks, short baller, in the same assault rifle. Yeah, none of these epic ones are single shot, are they? The single shot one is the TAC-4, so yeah. This one's like a 3-round burst. Sad times. But we're off to Whit Creek with it anyway. So we're going for the splitter suit today. It's smart, but it's casual. And it's got a nasty little neck thing to keep those chilly Vermont winds from cooling us down too much. And it's alerted, so yeah, we need to watch our step. Tom Rock is in the back garden of the Lewinsky property. 2 other people are in the Janus property. Are they both in the basement there? They're both in the basement. Interesting. That's probably easier than if they were anywhere else. So maybe we look at Tom first because he's nearby. Well, there's cameras about. Yeah. Instead of me shooting those cameras one by one, maybe we start with the traditional and deal with the cameras. We do have pacify guards at Gnosis once again, so it can't hurt to come in here and knock folks out. Into the freezer with you, friend. Now what? We've got a man there who is just generally leaving. But we've also got... Ah, Spencer's coming. Okay. You'll probably hear the generator. Come and have a look. There we go. He's also going to see that gun if we're not careful, so... yeah, we've got time to move that. Good. Into the freezer goes Spencer. Good. Progress. Now that third guy is leaving again, so we should be good to just deal with these now. And now we can go about our official business. So back to Tom. He's not alone in this garden.
Drop off the surveillance tapes and Janus at the house. Cassidy was out there.
Yeah.
Where's he go?
What a stupid system. Record the surveillance in the attic. Bring the tapes over to HQ and review them there.
He sort of stands around with his pals
Perfectly capable of playing the tapes as well.
and has a
Why
drink.
not just keep them here?
What? Risk the owners of this house something.
We could seek him, but he's probably not going to go anywhere useful.
Less than ideal, but it's better to keep the tapes safe in our own house.
Yeah, well, I'm tired of...
But he's coming this way.
Ladder over there.
That's helpful. Down he goes. Now, I worry that he's going to be spotted. But maybe he's not. So let's bring him into some bushes over here. And then we should be free to assault him to death. So, good. And Perfect Shooter does remain intact because we went for a body shot. So now if we can get into Janus's basement without too much difficulty, we might be on for another
Hey, you.
perfect.
Where do you think you're going?
Definitely not
I have to tell you.
Get out of my face.
It looks like maybe Helen West's garage is the supplier's location as well. There's also a safe, which is downstairs in the Griswold property. I'm pretty sure on this version of the map there's no shortcut from the Griswold's basement to the Janus basement. But that's cool, we should be able to break into both basements. Okay, there's the politician doing his rounds. We'll help ourselves to the ICA Crow.
Don't hesitate to come back. I'll be here.
And then, yeah. We'll get away with this because that guard over there isn't watching. Now we just need to wait for this chap to turn around and we can get into the basement, hopefully. Do we leave our assault rifle behind? Maybe. It doesn't allow us to jump down here without dropping it. Now, targets are sus because we are on an alerted map. Don't think that's an issue. Really? Good. So that's them out of the way. Now we're just trespassing again and not in a hostile area. Hi, friend.
Sir, you are trespassing. Follow me now, understood?
Will do. Just going to make a little detour into this bush, if that's okay.
All done, sir. You're free to go.
Thanks, friend. I'm sure he won't report anything
I don't know where the hell I am.
when they find the bodies in the basement later. So, more trespassing. There are multiple people down here, but are they all sus? It looks like they're all sus. One's a guard. The others have gone upstairs. So let's move this guard into the freezer. And now we should be free, more or less, to do things here. If anyone else comes down, we'll just smack him in the head with a wrench or something. Although is Clue the Third upstairs in the garage? It might be. So we might have no choice but to knock these folks out. Oh no, there it is. I'm thinking of a different Clue on a different safe. So that's pretty much that.
Where am I going? Shit, I'm lost. God, I'm so dead.
No, that guy's facing that way. But Courier's just standing there. Ah, fuck off, did that cause Perfect Shoes to pop?
Yes. Walk
Bollocks.
from here, walk from there. Why not just meet in a cafe?
Piss! That was clearly a good shot. See? I know how to range my shots with a dart gun. And that first shot was good. I would not hear any arguments to the contrary, even if the game itself says that first shot was not good. Screw the game doesn't know. That hasn't helped us though, because he's going into a bathroom now. And now we need to get that guy because we've just lost 500 mercies. Yeah, by the time we knock out an FBI guy, he's going to be coming back, I think, so that hasn't helped. Although, it might have helped. Because nobody's really paying attention now to this man. So yeah, maybe that Seeker shot was worthwhile after all. You come and sit in this bush. Get crunched. And when our friend comes back, that'll be a few extra mercies for us. Oh, there's another courier. in the Cassidy property as well. Well, we're going to have to go after him too. Because if we don't go after both of these couriers, this video is going to be about half an hour long at best. I guess we could have just opened the garage and lured him in there with a briefcase throw. Something like that. Something like I'll probably now do. There's a guy out there, but that door's closed.
Lost. I don't know where the hell I am.
Okay, doesn't seem to want to hear us.
Damn. What was that noise?
There we go, we got him eventually.
Hey, somebody try.
So that's a bit of cash back at the very least. And this guy can sit in a freezer because of the bother that he's caused me. We've already cleared out part of Cassidy's, so I'm not anticipating the courier being too difficult.
Well, no, I have not. My business is growing again, and so I may have to leave the state towards the end of the fiscal.
Helen can go in a freezer because she's just the worst. Now, courier is just hanging around outside there. That's interesting. He probably won't hear that though. No. Sad times. And is he going upstairs? Curses. He is a guard, so there's nothing stopping us from shooting him. Okay, this pipe is not hostile, that's good. In we go. Down he goes. Bit more cash. That guy can just go in a cupboard because he wasn't really any bother to us.
Hey, stop that! You get yourself killed.
Pay too much attention to me, chum, and you could get yourself killed. But I appreciate your concern nonetheless. And there we go. We've made a reasonable amount of cash. It was mostly perfect.
Yo.
Yo. Fair enough. And we're done. Another successful mission. So this brings us to our showdown on Ambrose. Where, maybe on reflection I shouldn't have done Ambrose for the showdown. Because we've got silent target takedown, rare melee. And we've got poison target sedative. And we've got no combat. So poison target sedative and silent takedown rare melee. Bit of an issue. Maybe possible. Maybe possible, but a bit of an issue nonetheless. Headshot kill legendary. Could be good. We'll take it. So what I'm thinking is we take down our target with the Karma. Then we grab their phone and call a meeting. One of the others comes over. Can civilians pick people up off the floor is the problem. Because if civilians can't pick people up off the floor, then that's an issue. Maybe if they've got an assassin, it'll be okay. Because then we shoot them with sedative. Assassin wakes them up. Then we shoot the assassin with the sedative. Then we throw a rare melee at their head. It's theoretically possible for a perfect run here. But theoretically is not ideal. We're looking for a smoker bookworm who has business meetings. And they got brown hair, jewellery, glasses, no hat, no tattoo. Do we need any more gear? We could bring a Seeker. But I don't know if that's really necessary because... Well, maybe it will be. Maybe it moves them somewhere quiet. Then we hit them with the Karma. Maybe. And here we are. In our Narcissus suit. Possibly the least stealthy suit that 47 has in his entire wardrobe. You could argue that maybe a flamingo mascot or a clown would be less stealthy. But there are places in the world where those outfits would let you fit in. I don't think there's anywhere on the entire planet where this outfit would be considered something that just lets you blend in with the crowd. Either way, here's our first person. They've got black hair. They've also got an assassin.
Have a good one, sir.
Second person has a hat. Progress is good. Third person has brown hair, glasses, earrings, necklace. They're a bookworm. They have a smoko, and we may have found our man.
Hello there.
What are you going to get up to, my friend? You're going to be paranoid. Okay, it's not you. We have a group down there at the docks. I chose Ambrose for the showdown because it was quite likely that all of our targets would be in public places. Although, it could have been Cuba, I now realise. And that would have led to all sorts of bother. But thankfully it wasn't.
There.
Hat wearer? Not them. Hat wearer? Not you. It's probably the next person we meet that looks like our target. Because we've already ruled out someone who has all the visual clues, but the wrong tells. So if we just find another hatless brown hair, we're probably good. Didn't quite catch their appearance. And they might have gone somewhere we're not allowed. Oh no, they're just chilling here. And they fit the bill. Yep, necklace and everything. I think it's this person. Yep, they're smoking. It's almost certainly them. Where'd you go if we seeked you, madam? I don't think any of these huts are good spots. Although you are just wandering into a hut anyway. But generally up here, let's say you go for a smoke, we seek you in view of that woman. She comes over to help you onto your feet. And then once she's done that, we karma you. We karma her, and then we throw a baton at your head. Yeah, I'm thinking I've got a plan then. We'll have to see how it plays out. For now, we can follow around a bit just to see if she's going to a meeting of some sort. Certainly checking her phone. No, she's moving with a certain amount of purpose. I've got that bug again where sometimes the controls seem to lag on Ambrose and they don't seem to realise when you've released the button until a few seconds later. Curiously, it's happening with the instinct button now.
I don't believe it.
So, heck knows what's going on with that bug.
Hi.
You've got a hat. She's just having a meeting here? Maybe. A friend who's probably meeting with her has an assassin.
Hey there.
And it's business. Good. Okay, she's going this way now. Not a good spot for a sedative because she'll just drown. Is this a suit I could see myself using on a regular basis? I do kinda like it now. I still don't think I like it as much as the Lust suit. But I care for it more than any of the ones with capes. Is this a good spot? Maybe. Let's go for it. Because someone's going to see it. Oh, you've seen it. Piss. I thought the guard was going
Look good.
to see her. Let's see. I don't want you coming back.
Joke.
So, let's...
Please, breathe.
Are you going to wake her up?
Will someone help me?
No, you're going for a stroll. That's you out of the way. Cost me 1,000. Maybe I was too quick then to deal with that guard. I guess only guards can get people up off the ground. Let's drag this guy away before that other guard comes down. Okay, someone has spotted her. That's good.
Fuck me. Got a dead body here. Could be a murder.
She's not dead. Yeah.
Come on, get up.
I don't like the way this guy's coming
You
down.
know what the fucker looks like?
I have no idea.
Right. That's him down again. Now, as for you... There we go. Now, we've picked up a gun that we didn't need, but that's fine. We'll pop that down again. And we have managed to get Poison Target Sedative and Poison Target and Silent Rare Melee. I'm not sure we needed to kill the non-target, but I'm kind of concerned by his presence, so that's why we did it. I'm just glad that I had a plan and it came together. This is great news. Maybe this suit's lucky. Maybe I should stick with it for the next challenge at least, see if I like it enough to keep it forever. Now, we've only got one courier near the beach. We've used up our karma shots already. We might have a seeker shot left. We've got a banana though. That might help us get courier friend. So he walks that way around the bin, has a smoker. Where does he go next? Over here. So if he goes up these steps, he's going to come down these steps as well. So that should take care of him. I like the waistcoat on this suit. Ah, you've fallen down, friend. Let me help you. And off we go. That was pretty successful. What's our reward this time? The prank pistol would be nice. We'll take the splitter SMG, that's also nice, I suppose. And that suit only finished. Probably less dramatic, I think, than the first time I did the suit only challenge. I've got a lot more experience in the game now in general, so I know my way around the maps pretty well. And I think everything went pretty well in general across the whole challenge, except for the occasional nonsense with no combat and perfect shooter, which continue to be the worst objectives. Either way, we're going to be allowed to wear disguises again next time. One of my lovely commenters suggested that I do a run where I only use weapons from the DLC. So join me next week as we begin the Pay to Win challenge. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.